Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learning Electronics. From this lecture onwards, we are going to start a new topic of power electronics, that is inverters. So under this basic concept of inverters, first we are going to see the introduction to inverters, then we are going to see the classification of inverters, and lastly we are going to understand the basic operation of the inverters. So before starting this video, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get more updated videos from here. This is the circuit diagram of half bridge inverter shown here. Here you can see we are using DC voltage source, the load which can be resistor, capacitor, inductor or combination of these components. Power switching devices are used in this circuit, and also we are using the diodes in the circuit. So these are the basic components used in the inverters. Now we'll see the definition of inverters. Inverter is a DC to AC converter used to convert DC input voltage to symmetrical AC output voltage of desired magnitude and frequency. That is, inverter converts DC input voltage to AC output voltage of desired magnitude and frequency, or the inverter can also be defined as a device which converts DC power into AC power of desired magnitude and frequency. As we have seen in the half bridge inverter circuit, we are using the DC voltage sources. So the input DC voltage sources used in the inverter can be battery or solar cell or fuel cell, or rotating alternator through a rectifier can be used as a DC input voltage source in the inverters. The switching devices which are used in the inverters can be BJT, that is bipolar junction transistor, power MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, or we can use IGBT, that is insulated gate bipolar transistor. SCRS can also be used as switching device in the inverters, that is silicon control rectifiers, and we can also use GTO, that is gate turn off thyristors, or we can use MCTs, that is MOS control thyristor, or we can use SIT, that is static induction thyristor, as switching devices in the inverters. Next topic is classification of inverters. First classification is based on the nature of input source. So according to the nature of input source, there are two types of inverters. First one is voltage source inverters and second one is current source inverters. Voltage source inverters are also called as voltage fed inverters, and in this voltage source inverters the input voltage is maintained constant. So whenever the input DC voltage is controllable in the inverters, that type of inverters are called as variable DC linked inverters, and in the current source inverters the input current is maintained constant. Next classification is based on the type of commutation. We know that commutation is the process of turning of the thyristor. So there are two types of commutation is there, force commutation and line commutation. So based on this commutation process, the inverters are classified as force commutated inverters and line commutated inverters. In the line commutated inverters, we use both AC supply as well as DC supply. For line commutation of the thyristorized devices used in the inverters, we use the AC supply. But in the line commutated inverters, we cannot produce the output of desired frequency and magnitude. The force commutated inverters, the external circuitry is used to commutate the thyristorized devices or the switches, and in the force commutated inverters, the AC output voltage of desired magnitude and frequency can be produced. That is, the output voltage can be adjustable in the force commutated inverters. In this force commutated inverters again classified into 5 types, that is class A, class B, class C, class D and class E. In the class A commutated inverters, self commutation by resonating the load is used, whereas in the class B commutated inverters, self commutation by an LC circuit is used. In the class C commutated inverters, capacitor or LC circuit is switched by load carrying SCR, whereas in the class D commutated inverters, capacitor or LC circuit is switched by auxiliary SCR. In the class C commutation, we use external pulse commutation. Next classification is based on the configuration of the circuit. According to the arrangement of the switching devices and commutation components, this classification is done. So based on the configuration of the circuit, there are 3 types of inverters: bridge inverters, series inverters and parallel inverters. In the bridge inverter, the switching devices are arranged in the bridge form. This bridge inverters is again classified into 2 types: half bridge inverters and full bridge inverters. In the series inverters, the commutation components are connected in series with the switching devices, whereas in the parallel inverters, the commutation components are connected in parallel with the switching devices. These parallel inverters are also called as push-pull inverters. Next classification is based on the nature of output waveform. So according to the nature of output waveform, there are 4 types of inverters. First one is square wave inverter, second one is Cauchy square wave inverter, third one is pulse width modulated inverters, and last one is sine wave inverter. In the square wave inverter, we get a square wave output waveform. In the Cauchy square wave inverter, we get a Cauchy square wave as output. In the pulse width modulated inverter, a pulse width modulated output we get at the output of the inverter. In the sine wave inverter, a sinusoidal waveform we get at the output of the inverter. Next classification is based on the type of power devices used. So based on the power devices used, there are 4 types of inverters. First one is thyristorized inverters. In these inverters, we use thyristors as switches. Second one is transistorized inverters. In the transistorized inverters, we use transistor as switches. Third one is MOSFET based inverters. In MOSFET based inverters, we use power MOSFET as switches. And last one is IGBT based inverters. In the IGBT inverters, we used IGBT as switches. Last classification is based on the type of commutation circuit. The commutation circuit used in the inverter is designed to commutate the thyristor with minimum consumption of power in the commutation component. So the type of commutation used in the inverters can be voltage or current commutation. So for thyristorized voltage source inverters, the force commutated circuit are, first one is McMurray circuit and second one is McMurray-Bedford circuit. In McMurray circuit, we use the complementary commutation, whereas in the McMurray-Bedford circuit, we use auxiliary commutation. Now we'll understand the basic operation of inverter. We are using a 12 volt battery as a input DC source for this inverter. Here one center trap transformer is used with primary winding and secondary winding. This 50 Hz oscillator used to control this two-way switch with a speed of 50 times per second. So whenever the A point of this primary winding is connected to this switch, then the current from this 12 volt battery starts flowing in the upper side of this primary winding, and when this B point of the primary winding is connected to this two-way switch, then what happens? The current from the 12 volt battery will flow through the lower side of this primary winding to the ground. Alternating current is flowing through this primary winding, and this alternating current will produce a voltage across this primary winding, and this voltage will be induced across the secondary winding, which will be equal to 220 volt 50 Hz AC output, which is used to run the home appliances. So this is the basic operation of the inverter. Here we are converting 12 volt DC into 220 volt 50 Hz AC output to run the home appliances. So hope you have understood the topic. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe my channel for more updates.